Episode 10 of Through the Ages. We made it to 10 episodes. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for your support on the series. It has been the best series I've ever run on this channel to date, and it's just been awesome to produce and see you guys reacting in the comments. I'll definitely keep it going through the next few months as we lead up to Battlefield 1. Today, we're looking at a weapon that saw its franchise debut in Battlefield 2 and is still present today in Battlefield 4. Known for its bulb-up design and fast rate of fire, this weapon is a favourite of many an assault player. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're taking a look at the F2000. As I mentioned, it made its first appearance in Battlefield 2 and followed in Bad Company, Bad Company 2, Play for Free, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and Battlefield Hardline. And today, as it's the 10th episode, I was going to bring you some gameplay from the original Bad Company on the PS3, but I hit a little bit of a roadblock. I don't have access to the F2000 in that game, and trying to find gameplay of it that I could actually use turned out to be almost impossible. So I'm going to talk about the weapon, but I'll have to use Bad Company 2 footage instead. Here, the F2000 was the veteran weapon for the game, and that's basically the reason why I wanted to bring you Bad Company footage. And it could only be unlocked through the Find All 5 initiative, which asks players to complete certain tasks outside of the main game to unlock weapons. To get the F2000, players were required to have played another Battlefield title on their gamertag. However, and the main reason I couldn't get footage of the weapon, there is some sort of error with the veteran system in Bad Company now, and to be honest, that doesn't surprise me. The game is now 8 years old and is only available on the last generation of consoles. The gun cannot be unlocked anymore, so if you do have access to it, that's rather an exclusive weapon you've got right there. Besides its designation as a veteran weapon, the F2000 wasn't really all that impressive. A high rate of fire and a low damage model, and a 50-round magazine made for a weapon that you could spray and pray with and still have bullets to spare. 50 rounds in a magazine? That's what used to happen in Bad Company. I mean, I don't have a huge amount of exposure to that game. I maybe played about 40 or 50 hours before the beta of Bad Company 2 came out, but I didn't really play it all that often. But I do remember some crazy outlandish statistics for weapons in that game. I mean, they didn't really reflect their real-life models as much as weapons do in like Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 do nowadays. Moving forward to Bad Company 2 now, and this is where the weapon really became something with a lot more presence. We all know the audio in this game is very different, created with a completely different soundstage to current games, and the F2000's weapon sound is just awesome. It sounds like something ripping through metal with a chainsaw. It's really, really satisfying. The weapon is the third assault rifle to be unlocked in the class, needing 8,000 points gained. It offered the fastest rate of fire of all of the assault rifles, 850 rounds a minute, and just like its brother from the previous Bad Company game, it offers a low damage output. This makes the weapon perform really well in close quarters because you can spew out bullets faster than most others, and that puts your enemy at a disadvantage right off the bat. Although using it at longer ranges is still a viable option, there is a unique feature of the F2000. The bullet damage doesn't change as the bullet travels. It's a flat 12.5 damage all the way through. Lots of other weapons will do more damage up close and less further away. Not so here with the F2000, you get a consistent damage all the way through. But as I mentioned, this is a close quarters assault rifle. The F2000 has the lowest bullet spread of any of the rifles in the game, so hipfire is a very viable tactic here. Even when moving, the value is still lower than anything else in the assault class. So if hipfire is your thing, this weapon is for you. The rifle is built for someone who likes the more run and gun feel to their assault rifle, and considering Bad Company was mainly focused over fast moving infantry rush type gameplay, this gun fitted right in and was always a popular choice. Next, we move to Battlefield 3. The weapon continues its role as a close-range, run-and-gun rifle, offering almost the best setup for someone in that situation, closely followed by the FAMAS. The bullet spread we mentioned in Bad Company 2, yep, that comes back with a bang. The F2000 has an extremely low bullet spread when hip firing and moving, meaning it's great for locking down targets on close quarters maps like Operation Metro and Noshar Canals. Kobe. The recoil here in Battlefield 3 is a little bit frantic to say the least. It pulls around wildly on the horizontal axis, going 0.4 to the right and 0.5 to the left. So this makes the gun a lot harder to control at those longer ranges, and you'll definitely need a trained hand on the mouse or thumbstick to keep it under wraps. Premium players had access to unlocking weapon skins for the gun. The Woodland Oak camo could be obtained by completing the F2000 Specialist assignment, and you needed 100 kills with the F2000, 50 squad revives, and 25 kills with the M26 Mass. Does anyone remember the M26 Mass in Battlefield 3? I'm sure you do. It was broken as heck for a long time. The F2000 was one of my most liked assault rifles in Battlefield 3. I actually had a really solid selection when it came to different situations. I mean, the AK was always my go-to, and then I had the L85A2 with iron sights and a suppressor for those epic rush flanks, and then this bad boy, the F2000, equipped with the laser sight for extra spraying power. And now we come to Battlefield 4. And the F2000 here didn't make an appearance until the second Assault DLC. It wasn't included in the base game, but it did come with a bit of a party piece. It has its own unique weapon optic. The last time this thing was seen in the franchise was all the way back in Battlefield 2, and it gives the weapon a 1.6 times zoom optic that no other weapon has access to. To get your hands on the weapon, you needed to, of course, have access to the DLC and then complete the Express Train assignment. Need to obtain 1 assault rifle ribbon, 2 kill assist ribbons, and 10 kills inside the train station on Operation Metro. Now, those kind of requirements to unlock a weapon are just a little bit too easy, and that was my feeling for a lot of weapons with Battlefield 4 DLCs. I know a lot of people don't like completing assignments in order to get access to weapons, and overall, I agree with you. But if you are going to lock them behind an assignment, at least make it worthwhile, because those requirements right there you could get easily within 1 round on Metro. The weapon, moving from Battlefield 3 to Battlefield 4, did change very slightly. It was a bit more accommodating to players who liked mid-range combat. The recoil side to side had been culled a little bit, making the weapon easier to control overall, but it took a hit when it came to reloading. Now, a full reload in Battlefield 4 was 3.7 seconds, making it a much less attractive option for those close quarters battles. The reason for that extremely long reload time is because the reload animation actually incorporates the weapon bolt being locked back when it's out of ammo, and that needs to be pushed forward again after the reload of the magazine is complete, and that takes at least half a second longer than a lot of other assault rifles out there. So I guess it was added to reflect a real-life reload, but it does mean the weapon in close quarters isn't a great option. You might get caught out when you're reloading. I'd say overall, in Battlefield 4, the weapon suited a wider range of players, being less of a run-and-gun companion and more of a standard assault rifle, something that performed well in most situations, but didn't really excel in anything. I guess you can call it the jack of all trades. The F2000 has always followed a close quarters pattern on the battlefield, and it's safe to say that its appearance is almost guaranteed in any modern-day title. Now, since this is episode 10 of Through the Ages, I thought I'd let you know the next few episodes won't just focus on one weapon, but they will focus instead on weapon families. We've got the Barrett rifles, the Scar family, the AK family, and more to cover. So leave your suggestions down below in the comments, let me know what you want to see next. And while you're down there, drop me a like as well. But until next time, my name is Westie, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.